Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Challenge Stratego. This one is going to be my second attempt of the Bombed and Marshall Challenge. The first attempt I did on my channel, and I did not win that one, so I'm trying again. I want to be able to beat this challenge. So I learned from my mistakes last time. My flag was on the left, and this time I put it more towards the right because it's more protected that way. And yeah, we're gonna see how this game goes. This is on my challenge account again, so the people I face here are not gonna be the best in the world. But since I'm doing challenges, it's just sort of even the playing field. So I take that piece with my captain because it's front row and people don't typically have like higher pieces higher than a captain in the front row. And yeah, so I'm gonna point out some mistakes my opponent makes in this game, if they do make any. I'm gonna point out mistakes that I make if I make any, and it's like things that I do well. So that was something my opponent did well, bringing up a captain there because I got scared with my captain, so then they were able to get the free sergeant. So that's a piece. So I assume that's a captain. So that's just a scout. So opponent scouting my colonel would be unfortunate, but I don't think they would have two scouts next to each other in the front. So yeah, that's what I expected. Just gonna hit up lieutenant. So that's excellent. That was kind of a lot about with captain. That doesn't really matter. Expecting a major. Yeah. So there's the major. I should probably scout that other thing. So I'm gonna go up there because if I went left with the captain, he could have scouted my colonel. So that's another major. So that's very interesting. We found two majors in the center. I'm pretty happy with that though, because you typically don't want to reveal like two of the same thing. It's just not great. So that's pretty unfortunate. I don't know why I hit that, to be honest. It's a bad move. Thankfully it goes down, which is not great. So now I'm only down one captain, but I'm up to lieutenants. But that guy should have retreated with the captain. Not entirely sure why I didn't. So interesting. That was a very risky move because of that bomb. That was also very risky because there were three pieces there that all could have been very good. So we're gonna pick up that major. It was just a bit too aggressive, in my opinion. So moving that over, that's another major. I already know that. So I'm gonna see if I can just like make sure it doesn't go over to that side. That thing could be a bluff, but it could also very well be the marshal or general. I don't think it is, but there's always that chance. Okay, so that's the general. So that major in the center has not moved. I'm gonna hope he doesn't lotto it. That would be very unfortunate. Okay, we're good. This guy looks like he's like, this is a very interesting playstyle because the opponent is very aggressive, but not like lotto or anything. So that colonel of mine is probably done because that I assume that's the marshal. So the general came from the right, so that's really bad. So I'm gonna prepare my general for a counterattack since the general and marshal are gonna be revealed after this. And there's nothing I can really do about that, so I'm just gonna let that scout go. So I'm obviously gonna move colonel to the right to discover the marshal just to confirm it. Okay, that was very interesting. That was another colonel. My opponent really shouldn't have done that because I wouldn't just lose a colonel to a known general. I would like always make sure to check the other piece. So yeah, that was very interesting by my opponent there. I'm obviously not gonna let him two square my scout. The reason he moved next to that is because even though it was on the other side of my general, it didn't hit him before when I was moving the general in my base, which is also very risky by the way. So yeah, I had no reason to suspect. So let's scout that thing. So that's another bomb. So looks like my opponent has some bombs in the front. So now I'm suspecting they have a symmetrical setup, and those two pieces on the right are also bombs. So I don't know. So I'm trying to exchange here, but my opponent doesn't know what my general is, and probably thinks it's my marshal. So they obviously don't want to hit it, which totally makes sense. I'm gonna try to bluff at the minor, and he's having none of that. So doesn't think the minor's a good piece. Makes sense though. I assume that's the marshal, which would not be great, but whatever. So I'm probably gonna lose this minor and the major, but I am gonna do the marshal, and I'm up major anyhow, so it's fine. That's totally fine. Losing that kind of sucks, but it's whatever. So now I know the marshal general. My opponent still doesn't know what my general is, but they have good reason to suspect it's either the general or the marshal. So I'm just hoping their general doesn't take my colonel because that would be catastrophic. So I think I'm gonna move my colonel over because I do win two square. I probably should have held in retrospect, but then again my general did come from there. But then again, my opponent doesn't know if that's my general, my marshal, or some garbage. So I'm just gonna hope they take it with the marshal and not the gen. But you never know. See, that colonel is probably toast. See, that's not good, like at all. That's very bad. Because if I've had a marshal, that would have been easier to defend. That was weird. I don't know what just happened to my screen. So yeah. So I'm down a colonel. Yeah. So that did move. So I'm down a colonel, down a captain, down a lieutenant, down no, up a lieutenant. My bad. Down two sergeants. Okay, that bomb. That was a not a very good move on my part because A, I could get the major with my gen, and B, that was a pretty obvious bomb. So my opponent just kind of got just lotto happy there and just hit that bomb. So now I'm expecting a martial auto, but thankfully my spy's right there. So I got the marshal. So I'm up marshal, up a general, down a colonel, but my marshal is bombed in. So I'm basically only up a general. So this game is still anyone's game. I assume that that's the last colonel, and indeed it is coming in for a lotto. So I can't evacuate my major in time. I just hope he doesn't hit it, but I think he will based because of his trajectory with that. But maybe he'll let the captain because it was next to a bomb, and he's like, oh, there's no way there can be two horizontal bombs in the front. So now, unfortunately, he does take my major. I'm pretty sure that was a lotto. I can't remember if it moved, but I don't think it did. Okay, so that's very interesting. You should not move those pieces, especially with my general there, because I can just get a free piece there. So yeah, that was not a very good move. I'm gonna move the captain because I know that that's gonna be the next lotto target. I'm just not gonna let him just take that for free. He's already got a major, which is more than I would have liked. Is he gonna continue to lotto? Let's find out. I really hope he lottos until one of the bombs near my marshal, and then just opens it and lets my marshal free. Okay, so that was a lotto of the lieutenant. That was a very interesting move because that was pretty obvious. I mean, it was pretty high chance to be a bomb. So I get a free piece with my gen. It's the spy, which would be great, but it doesn't really matter because my marshal is obviously bombed in. So if it wasn't that I would just like roam around with my general and marshal. This guy doesn't know my marshal's bombed in, so it's like panicking and lottoing. Okay, nice. So he hits that bomb. So that's basically GG. Now if my opponent knew that my marshal was bombed in, they probably wouldn't like be so like they just probably wouldn't lotto so much, but they don't know that. So that's like 90% sure. I'm 90% sure that that's just another major or a major, the last major. So I really want the opponent to break through that bomb because Biggs then my marshal will be free, obviously, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Also, my flag is very vulnerable, and that's why my gen is posted in the center. So no miners can slip down because all you have to defend it is that sergeant. But a piece does come down. I don't think it's a minor, but my guess is that it's a major coming into lotto. I'm just making sure it's not a minor. So it's trapped at this point. I can just go down. Okay, lotto's into there, into that bomb. That's pretty nice. So at this point, it's basically GG. I think yeah, here I'm gonna get my last major out. Not gonna let him just take my captain for free. So yeah, I'm gonna get my last major out, so then I can prevent against lottos. So yeah, I know those two pieces are bombs because of symmetrical setup, so I can just run away here. Looks like he's gonna exchange captains. That was not very wise. I'm gonna scout all the way up just because I can. It's a minor, so I guess that's good. Knowing another minor. I mean a minor, because opponent has all 5 minors. This point I have a pretty commanding lead. Okay, it looks like my opponent surrendered. That's nice. So that is a win with the Bond and Marshall challenge. So hope you guys enjoyed the challenge. And if you have any challenge ideas, make sure to send them in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video.